Peace family, Vie Darling, the cosmic queen and your intergalactic interpreter. And I saw this girl, she had made some videos about how she's essentially being gang stalked and manipulated by the Kardashians and Justin and Hailey Bieber. And I'm gonna go ahead and state that this is all entertainment. It's all alleged. It's a fucking tarot reading. It's not a fucking big deal. It's just a tarot reading. It's just for entertainment purposes. Because I'm curious and I want to get some scoop, because y'all know that in Intergalactic Crystal Ball, I've done readings about this. So she's alleging that they're gang stalking her. And I just want to see if there's any truth to her story. She said that they had been communicating, and that they had a secret relationship, and his album Swag was about her. Yeah, she said a lot, and I just want to know if any of that is true, so let's get into it. I got this, lust. Initially, I felt like, it's true, and the thing for me is, it sounds like something that the triple letter would do. The triple letter cat, igloo, animal would do. And I definitely could see them being involved, but I also, what came to me is as if an episode of Black Mirror, we get this web. They're weaving webs. Anxiety, they get pleasure out of seeing her essentially crashing out or not being believed, and people, they get pleasure out of being able to manipulate people's lives like this. Freedom in reverse, I do get the sense that he is forever locked in, and he's just capitulated. He's just part of it because this is his life now, and he's accepted that. I think that he kind of has given up on there being anything else for him, any other way of life, which is really sad if you think about it. But I also feel now that they've sunk their teeth into her, they're not gonna stop until until she's 6 feet under, is what I'm hearing, because I get grounded in the reverse. They're trying to make her go insane and lose her mind and get 5150 is what I'm hearing, because they feel it would be so ironic. They feel it would be so ironic. It would be so poetic. But it's really, they're saying ironic, if she, had the same sort of experience as Brittany, because, Brittany, 0330 on the timer, Brittany's, a big aspect of this, and, this all started with her wanting to, help Brittany. Voodoo in reverse. What I think is happening, I definitely think that he has abilities, so to speak, and I have my own reasons for believing that. Watch my Intergalactic Crystal Balls. But I think that obviously these people have access to these technologies. If we know for a fact that Cat Igloo Airport, let's say, can mirror your screen. It doesn't matter what kind of protections you have on your mobile, we know, or your computer, we know that they can mirror our screens. We know that they can hack into our phones and use our cameras, use our our geolocations and locators, what have you. We know that for a fact. 444 on the timer. So and we know that these people are involved with these higher ups. I do feel this is coming up right now around the time when these emails are about to be released. The emails have been released. The files are about to be released. That is inevitable at this point. That's happening. So to me, it's like, what's going on with this woman is being revealed, because people are like, why would, like, how's that even possible, blah blah blah. And it's like, I mean, it is actually very easily possible. Like, how can you not by now see that all of these people are involved with one another? All of these people are engaging with one another. Like, are you stupid? You are stupid. You're actually literally an idiot. You're literally an idiot. Because I'm sorry, but like, since when did 1 + 1 = 10? Logic, okay? But so what I picked up was like this Black Mirror type shit, where it's like, she is being they found somebody to prey on, and they do have like these platforms where like you get to a certain level of like access, and they will and then you get to a certain level of access for, you know, if you've reached a certain level of fame, or if you've reached a certain level of power, so to speak. But then you're able to get onto these servers, and the server is this person like living her normal everyday life, and they use their money and their power to terrorize people, because they are situated in such a place, in such a way that like they can do that, and they don't have any reason, like they don't feel like they have any reason not to. It's like people have said, it's like when you have gotten so far up to like a certain level of power, it's just like, it's a gamble. Like, why not gamble with your life? You know, like people who are like adrenaline junkies and thrill seekers, it's like, well, I don't feel anything, so I figure I may as well just like do this. That's like exactly what why they have to do these like hella extreme things. And I will also say, like, if you actually know anybody who is powerful, and I say this all the time, like, if you don't know anyone who's powerful, then just shut up, because like you have no idea like the lifestyles. And I know people who are like small scale powerful compared to these people, like literally my own family. And yeah, that is why rich kids love to do like crazy substances. That's why, like, they have to create problems. They have to seek thrills, because they have nothing else going for them, pretty much. So I do feel like this girl is actually telling the truth. I do feel like it's like, you know, they get access, and they can listen, dude. Even somebody who's just good at hacking could do what she's accusing them of doing. Let's go to part 2. So just wrapping up this reading about, I don't know the girl's name, but the girl who accused, or is rather alleging, that the K family are stalking her by having her house illegally surveilled, and that the Justin and Haley are in on it. The Biebers, that is. And yeah, I actually do something about it. Like, initially, I usually don't believe things like that necessarily, but I've been able to give more people the benefit of the doubt as the veils come down. But initially I was just like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then I was like, okay, I could see how this could be true. But honestly, like, you can feel in her energy when somebody is experiencing a mental health episode, you can see it in their eyes. and the energy around their eyes, the presence you can see that they're not present in their eyes. You can see the mania in the vibration around their eyes, around their face. It's very easy for me to identify who has bipolar disorder, who probably has DID, because I can see it very clearly in them. And when they shift out of, like, if you can feel consciousness and you can feel spirits, you can tell when they're no longer in there. They're no longer in control. Something has slipped in, something is distracting them. Like, it's very, very clear to me. She is not having a mental health crisis. She is perfectly present. And I do believe that she knows exactly what's going on, because I think that, like, this is stuff that the triple letters do, and anybody who has been, like, terrorized by them, and they have admitted to terrorizing many people. There was a famous writer who he kept telling people, like, they are stalking me, they are terrorizing me. Like, they were doing psychological warfare to him, and everybody gaslit him, and he unalived himself. And then they came out, the triple letter AIC, the Cat Igloo Airport, they came out and said that they did do that to him. So we know that they did that to Fred Hampton. We know that they did this stuff to the civil rights leaders. We know about Operation Paperclip. We know about all of this stuff. Do you even understand, like, do you even get the fact that, like, MKU was disclosed because they tried to hide it? They literally tried to burn the evidence, but they were unsuccessful, and somebody uncovered it and found it and took it to the Supreme Court, and they literally got sued. They went to court multiple times for what they did, including that trying to obfuscate, like, obstruct justice by trying to destroy the evidence. Do you get that? This is why y'all get taken advantage of. This is why y'all stay broke forever. This is why y'all are in toxic relationships with, like, narcissistic abusers, because you're stupid. And you choose to be stupid. It's not even like, oh, like, I'm just a dumbass, like, that's how I was born. Like, no, like, you like it. You like to be taken advantage of and treated badly. And that's why what's happening is happening. And when you don't have money to buy Christmas presents because all you care about is drinking Starbucks out of giant cups, you're gonna be upset about it, because you can't go to Kohl's and blow money, and you're going to be upset about it. And this is all connected. They can do that to you because you choose to be stupid, period. Like, but I can't even be mad, because, like, this is an abuse culture. And what, like, people are like, how could they even do that? What are you talking about? Like, what are you Of course this technology exists. You think that CERN exists, but they can't fucking monitor your phone? Literally, somebody, like, a millionaire who's crazy and is obsessed with their partner could easily set that up to do to their partner's phone. Y'all gotta start thinking bigger. But this is the thing that this girl is talking about, is that media is purposefully making people have such a small, closed-off sense of reality that you can't imagine what's really happening is what's really happening. And in fact, they show you what's happening. And you're like, oh my God, it's uncanny. Oh my God, Black Mirror, did you see? So crazy. Da-da-da-da. I don't watch that, because that is demoralizing. But y'all sit there and y'all, like, because you see it on the screen and you know inside of yourself that that's what's happening, and you're not doing anything about it, you are complicit and you are agreeing to it. But I'm gonna say this much: those of us who do not agree to it, those of us who are actively like, no, I'm not with the shits, you're not doing that to me. I've been saying this for years. Honey, I don't have a president. I'm Vie Darling. I'm sovereign. I don't have a president. I don't have a king. I don't have a queen. Nothing. I'm Vie Darling, and I answer to the Most High, period. You feel me? So those of us like that, they're not getting away with anything that they try to do to us, and we're the ones that they try to come for the most. So, and you can be like, oh my God, what are you talking about? Trust me, trust and believe. I promise you I know more billionaires than you. Yes. And I have been all up in their houses. I promise you I know more millionaires than you. I promise you I'm related to more powerful people than you. I promise you. So we're not going to gaslight. We're not going to gaslight Vie Darling. Okay? Point is, when people have this much power and this much access, this is normal stuff to them. And if you know what the oil sheiks in the UAE do to workers that they bring out there, like, they don't even get any sexual pleasure out of it. They just get the pleasure of humiliating somebody and debasing somebody because of what people are willing to do for the amount of money that they, like, a fraction, a fragment, a minute drop in the bucket of what they have. That's what they get off on. They are not sexually, they don't care about, you know, a woman putting a literal live fish inside of her. They don't care about that. That doesn't turn them on. What they get turned on by is how they can control other people. That's what they get turned on by, because they are so far removed from the human experience that they are basically not even human anymore. That's really what, and they're so, listen to the workers who have gone there and experienced it and come back, because they tell their stories online. This is not hidden information. This is stuff that everybody has known, and everybody has known for a very long time. And they will tell, like, first person experiences, and you're gonna tell them that, oh no, that didn't happen to you. Like, what? Could you be more narcissistic? Probably. But you could never fulfill it to the point where you could actually have any money. That's the thing that really gets me too. It's like how much y'all ride or die for a system that is unaliving you and oppressing you and exploiting you. And they make it very clear that they don't give an F about you and that they're willing to do whatever. But y'all will, that's the hill that your life will end on. That's wild to me. Maybe it's because I have self-respect. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's go to a part 3 because I definitely have more to say. So in between, like, saving to part 2 of this reading about this girl to my drafts, I just recognized, like, why this is coming up right now. And obviously it's coming up right now because this kind of stuff is about to be, this is the kind of stuff that's in the files. These are the kinds of things that people don't believe. But I have to remind myself, and I've done readings about this many times, especially back in summer 2024. Watch my YouTube readings, my cosmic teas from that time, especially when I had the orange hair. Like, that was in the heat of, not the Diddy trial. No, yeah, that was like in the beginning. He hadn't like been like in the court yet, really, but I think he had been apprehended. And I was downloading a bunch that time, and I was just like, yo, I'm so grateful that I didn't get what I wanted when I wanted it, because I actually know people who have done the things that, like, people say that they do in the industry. I know those people. I partied with those people. We were on the same scene. Like, the things that I know about these people. And I have been a practicing witch my whole life, like formal training since I was in my late teens. I've only ever dated people who were magical. My ex, who was like obsessed with this guy, who is one of the particular people that I'm talking about, his grandmother was initiated into voodoo, Haitian voodoo. She was Haitian by way of Puerto Rico, or he was Haitian by way of Puerto Rico. His mom was born in Puerto Rico, and he was initiated as well. But I think he was initiated into Santeria. Either way, like, he told me about, like, you know, doing the prayers to get them to come and you make a deal. You know what I mean? Like, all of this shit, and this is the other thing, it's like, in New York City, when I moved here, I realized how ubiquitous it is for people to casually practice witchcraft. And, like, it's not the people want to be like, oh no, like voodoo, oh Santeria. No, it's those white motherfuckers in places like Bushwick where they practice fucking chaos magic and 𝗪𝗪 and are Satanists who lure gay boys on fucking, what is the app, on Grindr to do Tina, and they open portals and sacrifice them. Oh, you don't know about that? Because I know about that. Because I know multiple people who have been victims of that. Yeah. So when these files come out and y'all really find out what people are really going through, like what is really, really happening, I can tell when somebody's in a mental health crisis. That girl she's not in a mental health crisis. And you think that people who don't have tremendous, immense amounts of power are not playing these little games. Look at your narcissistic parent. They are a loser. And look at the way that they treat you. You don't think that somebody like who has money and access and all of this, like, actual systemic power over thousands, millions of people's lives, you don't think that they are insane enough to do shit like that? And no, it's not everybody, but it is a specific group of people, and it's very obvious who these people are. The weird thing for me was that, like, she was implicating Justin, because I've done readings, I've done intergalactic crystal balls about him, and what I've picked up is that, like, he's not a bad guy, or rather that he's, like, part of the crystallines. But what I'm picking up also is that, like, you know, as I said in a reading that I did on YouTube Live, so you go watch that, is, like, and I just saw 441 back, so it's 144 backwards, and I just saw 444. He did not cross over. He did not cross over through the looking glass. He got stuck. And it's just like I said, people who have more access and more power and money, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Why? Because a lot of these people got stuck on the other side. That's the risk that many of us took. And honestly, you know, I've had a fucked up life, but I'm grateful that I didn't get lost in the sauce, because there were many, many times when I could have. And that's exactly what I was saying. Yo, that ass, like, being in the penthouse, like, above Diddy with Versace walls, riding around New York City in a fucking little sports car, in a fucking penthouse, in Columbus Circle. I'm fucking 18 years old. We're going to 𝗂𝗲 uptown for casual drinks. Drink fucking 3 mixed drinks each, 6 mixed drinks each on an afternoon. I'm 18 years old, living it up. Make no mistake, and when I, like, really get into this, I'm not going to get into it on TikTok because I already have a strike on my account. Like, and I've talked about this on my, on YouTube, but make no mistake, like, these people are really, like, they're really like that. At a certain point, the sports cars get boring. At a certain point, being able to take a private jet anywhere you want to go gets boring. You got to start mixing it up. And once you get a taste for satanic shit, especially if you're not actually a magical person, or if you are but you never knew. Magic is addictive. Magic is addictive. You ever seen The Craft? What happened to Nancy? When they start doing these things, and especially dark magic. Hey, listen. I just know what I know because I've been where I've been, and I do what I do. There's a reason why I charge what I charge. So I'm just saying, when these files get released, I don't think that they're gonna release all of them, not at once. And I actually don't think that, like, everything, I don't even think that it's like, everything's gonna be obscured in a way. I feel like there's gonna be like a veil over a lot of it, so that like there's an obfuscation, is basically like a gauze is what I'm hearing, like a gauze over it. But I say that all to say, you really, like, y'all really can't handle the truth. That's really what it comes down to. And some people have said, oh, it's never gonna come out because it would bring down everything. Yeah, exactly. Wonder what BRICS is up to right now. Remember BRICS? Africa remembers BRICS. I wonder what BRICS is up to. Let me tell you what's happening to Britain post-Brexit. Let's talk about what's happening in France. Let's talk about how Spain has had a fucked up economy for over 2 decades. All of these quote-unquote first world countries who have been implicated in this. The UAE. Everybody who is proliferating G-side across the world. All of these groups, yeah, they're implicated. I wonder why Putin wanted that that evidence. I'm just really curious about what's about to happen. Perfect time for this reading, right? All of this is alleged, except what is actually my personal experience, which actually did happen. Otherwise, this is all for entertainment purposes. It's educational, what have you. Don't take it too seriously. I love you all truly and deeply, and I hope that this was helpful. Bye.